inside. Give, go forward. No? Okay, trot. So, what happened there was, once you get the canter, try to take and then give a little on the inside range. It's a little bit panicked. Yeah. Okay? And if you can try having a little bit of a, turn and then give, and then turn and give, especially on the left rein. In the give part, she'll start to relax a little bit. Okay, so right away, trot. Start relaxing, stay. Yeah, good. Good job there. Really good job there. And then ask again. She's a little panicked about the canter and runs. And then when you're ready, ask again. No, and trot again. You got to go. Keep it. Yeah, that's it. Keep it. Now give, and go. Yeah, there. Nice changes. Good. Now give. Let her neck out just a little bit, not too round in the neck. That's it. Stay in this canter for a while, as long as she can hold it. So, that, she started out on the wrong lead, but she swapped. She changed all by herself. If she does that, just stay in the canter. Because the hardest part with her is that transition. Once you got her into the canter, she's actually started to relax into it a little bit. And each time you can get her in the canter, I want to try and keep her on a circle. Because once you head down the long side, you have no control. She just flat out runs. You need the circle, and on the long side, your only control is to keep pulling on her. And the more you pull, the more she runs. Okay? If you put her on a circle and can start just trying to let go of her and let her find her natural rhythm and balance.
So going into what you call that 2-point makes sense if you leave her back. And
she's got to learn to manage that canter on her own a bit. Because with her, sometimes she's a little panicked about it. She gets scared. She just runs. The more you try to control it, the more she gets panicked. So she's got to start learning how to do this a little bit on her own. So put her on the circle where just the circle itself helps keep her a little more controlled. And you give her a half halt, but then give her a couple strides where you don't do anything till she starts learning how to do this by herself. Because she's so worried about it that she's just not thinking anymore. She's not thinking clearly. And the more you try to do to fix it for her, the less she thinks. Okay? You've got to put her in a situation where she starts to think a little more clearly about how to fix this on her own. Good. And then when you're ready, that's a nice trot there. Very nice trot there. Let's see if you can get the canter. Yeah. There you can give. Now lighten your seat. Yeah. Now give the reins. Yeah, there, give the reins. Because when you give the reins, she actually slows down. Now give. Just get it. Keep it. You got it. We'll try through that. That's it. Take and give. Good. That's it. There. You just have to, hold her out, where you have to. But other than that, you got to leave her alone a little more. Good. Dorothea, this is excellent. Really good. Good. That's okay. That's all right. Now come back to walking, and that's good. So there are areas where you have to help her. The rest of the time, you have to leave her alone more. And make her figure it out on her own. You got to feel that she's just a little bit long in the back. And she's got a huge stride. And it's just really hard for her to manage it right now. But she can figure this out. But right now, she gets a little bit scared and just flat out runs. And then she no longer thinks anything through. Okay? So you got to put her in a situation where she has to start figuring this out. she's not very strong in it. So I think once you get the canter and you get into the half seat, I think that's the best place for you to be, because she can't handle the weight of a rider sitting on her yet. She's just not strong enough in her back.
Yeah.
And then what happens is, the more you sit on her, the tighter and more tense she gets in her back.
Yeah.
And the more tense she gets in her back, the more she runs.
Yeah.
How about
Okay.
how about the sitting trot? Should we be staying away from that too?
It depends on whether she can handle it.
Yeah.
You know, if she stays relaxed and can handle it, you can do it. But there's no benefit to sitting on her if it makes her tense.
Tense.
Yeah, like here's not bad. Just work now a little bit on your getting her to give to the right flexion and bending here. With a little bit of space on the left side so you can get her nose slightly more over to the right. Good. And this little bit of crookedness to the right, you're not going to fix it in one day. But
Right.
as long as, you know, she's aware of it over time, good. She has moments here, like here, pretty much. She really gets good.
She
And
looked like
then-
she really calmed down in the canter at the end, like she was actually like starting to drop and relax.
Yeah, that last canter was really good at the end. And then, Dorothea, when you're ready, let's see about getting this right lead canter now. And I want you to ride it the exact same way you did the other side. That's a nice, really nice trot there. Really nice in the trot.
I feel like cheating.
That's good. Easy. Careful she doesn't get a little quick. Make her stay a little slower if you can. I see how when she slows down, how much bigger her stride gets
Yes.
and rhythmic. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Back to the trot. That's okay, because she stayed relaxed through that whole thing. Not so much now. That's okay. Try, when you ask her for this canter, try to keep a little more inside leg on her at the girth. And try to get her, actually what I'd like you to do is bring your circle in a little smaller around us. Make your circle a little bit smaller. And then ask on the smaller circle, and then you can go right back out to the bigger circle. But see if you can't use that smaller circle to help get the lead. And keep more inside leg in the transition than outside. It's interesting, in both directions she takes her outside lead. She doesn't keep her inside hind leg under her. You got it, now almost. She almost had it that time. I know she's in the right lead because she took it when we were going left. Good, and then try that again. Just bring her into a little bit smaller circle. That's it, and then on the smaller circle, you can hit your canter. You got it. Yeah, there. And just right. Give and go a little more. Let her go. Don't pull on the reins so much. Yeah, take it, but then have a give. I don't mind if you pull, but don't hold her. That's it. Yeah, you can give her a tug, but make sure you have a give on the other end of that tug. And that you give for more strides than you pull. Ride forward a little. There. You want to get to the point where you can start to ride her forward. Excellent. Good. And back to the trot. Dorothea, this is awesome. This is great. Excellent. How'd that feel? Good. Really nice there. She starts sneezing like that, she's relaxing.
She looks springier. Even now, she looks springier than she did
Yep.
5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago.
Good. Okay, and then bring her back to the blood. Bring her back to the walk. Put her over here. So, I mean, her camera's pretty tricky right now. But, I keep her on the circle to the right. Bring her into a smaller circle because she likes to, in both directions, take the outside lead.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's because when you go to ask for the canter, she does not keep her inside hind leg stepping under herself, okay? She just doesn't. So you gotta use the circle to help, keep that hind leg under her to get your lead. And then keep her on the circle in the canter, and I don't want you to give her a good tug, but make sure you give at the other end of that tug.
She always had that at the far corner of the circle, corner at the far
Right,
over
yeah.
the side.
Yeah.
But she tries to go,
Right, she tries to go that way.
So you just
And what you have to do,
keep at it with the outside rein and
there's a timing thing that comes in with that. If you're coming around here, you
Yeah.
want to give her a good half halt.
Yeah.
But when she starts to drift out like that, you actually have to get her to a spot where you can start to ride her forward. And then you can eliminate that drift out. Okay? Because if the more you pull, the more she can drift out. But you can't ride forward if you're already getting run off with. So you've got to time it so that you get a half halt in so that when you come around that area, you can actually give and ride her forward. Because then you can turn her. Then you can turn.
yeah, Eddie does that with too. So
Yeah, you can't turn when you're pulling back,
Yeah.
you know? You can only turn when you can ride them forward. Does that make sense? So it's all a timing thing, okay? And you have to, it's really fine to give a really good tugging, as long as at the other end of that tug you give and ride forward. And you ride forward for more steps than you pull. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then, this canter is very fixable. And I don't think it would even take long.
Me too, because she didn't start out like that. It started after we prepared her for the hunter pace. Well, Shadow was supposed to, and then Shadow got lame, and we switched with her. And, so Bridget was riding her.
Yep.
Then over time she just developed that.
Right.
And
With her, I think, that transition, it's just she panics and just flat out runs.
Exactly.
And she stops thinking. And the problem is when they panic, they no longer think. They don't think clearly. And you have to put her in a situation where she starts to think it through again. Okay?
She is really, in a way, she's very willing to be good.
Yes. Oh, I like her. I really like her a lot.
And I do think one could actually do quite a bit with her.
Yeah.
One way to work with her thoroughly.
Yeah. Does she jump?
She's not much, so I let them jump running around here free, going sort of not light. And she's a bit too tight in the back, like Eddie.
Yeah.
But I think once one fixes the canter, you fix the back.
Yep.
And she did jump already and does look okay.
Yeah.
And I